Thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith. So today we're going to do a learning level video about kyphosis. So posture is our primary focus. So what you'll need if you want to join along with me will be standing and using a wall. So if you have that handy, make sure that's available. We'll also sit down for a couple of exercises that I'm going to show you with the option of using a resistance band. It is not necessary, but if you have one, you can go ahead and grab that. And then I will be showing a couple of stretches and exercises you can do laying on the floor. But remember, you can do it on a raised surface. You can do it in your bed. You can do it on your couch. If you have a stretch table at your convenience, using that as well. So if you get all your equipment together, always have your water close by. I'll meet you right back here. Welcome back. We're ready to get started with our learning level video. So I'm just going to go through a few exercises you can do if you have concerns with your posture, and primarily what I'm talking about is kyphosis. So if you have it, you know what I'm talking about. If not, it might be a word that you may have heard, you don't know exactly what it is. It's when you have that kind of hunch back. You start to get that thoracic spine, which is your upper mid back, that starts to get that curvature in it. We lose the muscle strength. Our shoulders go forward, our head juts forward, and we get that hunchback in the upper mid part of our spine. So, of course, exercises that we should do to open up through the shoulders and chest and really strengthen through that back. That's primarily what we're trying to do. Open back up. We're here, we need to go here. So, strong back muscles are number one. So like I said, this is just for your convenience. You can do this along with me, learn which ones feel best for you, and then implement them into your daily life in your stretches that you do each and every day. I'll just do a few of them, then move on to the next. So, first one, like I said, I'm going to start standing, then slowly make my way down. So one of them is, you can go up against a wall, and you want to lean back into it. You want to put pressure onto that wall, and then try and press that upper back and shoulders into the wall. Once you're there, arms are up like goalposts, trying to keep them there, feeling your upper back against the wall. You bring those arms up as high as they can go, then you pull back down. Scapular retraction, that upper back. So they press up, you pull them back down. Now, a lot of times, especially if those muscles are not strong or you start to fatigue, you'll start to pull away, and you'll want to do this. That's good for range of motion, but it's not going to get the strengthening and stretching that you want. So if you can only do a couple, rest, go back into that position, bring those arms up to those goalposts, press them up as high as you can, release them back down to your goalpost while keeping that upper back pressed into the wall as much as possible. So that's your first one, your scapular retraction, really opening and strengthening that upper back. Another one you can do, this can be against a wall standing, you can put a chair against the wall sitting, or you can do it laying on a surface. All you're doing is head retraction. So same thing, the back of your skull presses into that wall or surface that you're using. If you're down on the floor, you hold that, abdominals tight, and then just gently release it. So think with kyphosis, what is your head doing? It's jutting forward. What are we trying to do? Get it to lift up and pull back. So that's exactly what you're working on. Pressing that back of your skull into the wall or other surface. Hold, breathe, don't hold your breath. I know we want to. And then release. We'll do one more together if you're joining along with me. Head retraction, we press back, we hold it. And then release. So if you are doing them, start with 3 to 5, holding for 10 to 15 seconds. They start to become easier, add more repetitions, or add a little bit of length in the time that you're holding those. So another one that we can do while you're standing, especially if you have a place where you can put your arms either in a doorway or where two walls meet. This is just an opening through your shoulders and chest. So what you would do is place one hand on either wall, Get length in those arms and then allow your body weight to go forward and you open up through those shoulders and chest and hold that stretch. Again, you're going to feel big stretch through the shoulder, the chest, and then we're working that upper back. All right? Core is tight. We allow the body weight to go forward. We breathe. We hold that opening through the front body, squeezing our shoulder blades, and then release. So, doing that one, again, 3 to 5 times, holding for 10 to 15 seconds or longer if you can. So now I'm going to take a seat and I'll show you some that you can do sitting in the chair. Again, optional band. You do not have to use a band. I'll show you one of the exercises with the band and without it. So first one we'll do, nice and tall in our chair. Remember, focus on our posture. When we're sitting down, we just have a tendency to want to slump in our chair, and that's just normal, right? We lose our core and we lose our spine. Nice and lifted. Number one right there, you're working your core, you're working your spine, upper and mid back, right? So nice and lifted. Arms are down by your side. So almost think as palms facing out towards me. My thumbs are up towards the sky. Shoulders relaxed and down. I'm going to allow those thumbs to go up as I squeeze my upper back and then just gently release it. You do those and release. Feel the movement through your shoulders, but really feel those shoulder blades lift up and release. We'll do 2 more. Release down, 1 more. And release, little shake out. Nice and lifted still. The next one, focusing still on upper back, but we're going to add movement of those shoulders. So arms down by our side. All you're going to do is going to feel really nice. We're going to lift those shoulders up. We're going to roll them back, release them down, and hold them there. So that's where we should be throughout the day. Almost feel like you're over-exaggerating, being nice and proud through the upper body. That's where you should be. That upper back is squeezing together the entire time. It's not going forward. We're opening up. So arms are down by our side, shoulders shrug, pull them back with that roll, release them down, hold. And then release. Allow the scapula to open back up. Let's do 2 more of those. Shrug up, roll them back, release them down, hold and breathe. And release to regular down by your side. Let's do that 1 more time. Get that feeling for it. Shoulders go up, roll them back, release them down your spine. Hold that, hold that. Feel the shoulder blades together on your upper back. Breathe into it. And release, little shake out. Next one, I'm going to show you without the band to start, then I will add the band. This is the one where I said band is optional. And all you're doing is bringing those arms out to the front, relaxing your shoulders down, pulling hands towards the body as you squeeze the upper back and you open through the shoulders and chest, and then lengthen it back out. Again, lengthen back out. Let's do 1 more. Lengthen back out, release them down, little shake out. Same thing if you have a band or you want to up it a little bit and really get the muscle contraction in the upper back. Again, it's that same movement, holding the band how it feels best for you and your hands. Band is out in front of you. Arms are long. Bend the elbows, band comes in towards the body. We pull those shoulder blades together on our upper back. Squeeze, hold. Release it back out. Let's do 2 more of those. Hold it. Release it out. We'll do 1 more. Pull back, hold, squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathe into it, don't hold the breath, and then gently release it, shake it out. Again, with or without the band, going to the count that feels best for you. Start at 5. If you say, that's super easy, I've been doing those when we exercise, bring that up to 10 to 15. Now, if you're holding that band and you're holding that contraction, then add time to it. Start 5 seconds, go up to 10, then go up to 15. Holding that, breathing with that hold and stretch. Again, We want to hold our breath when we hold muscle contractions. It's just not good for us because we have to get oxygen to those muscles that we're working. So really make sure, even though you're holding a muscle contraction, you are breathing through it, whether it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. All right? So that's our seated exercises, and with the band, that's going to go away. Now we're going to either the floor or the raised surface, or you're watching to learn them and see what's best for you. If you've been doing lots of stretches, you will know these because these are just really good stretches for the spine in every way. So on your surface, you're just going to carefully get down onto it. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to allow the head to just be nice and laying on the ground. So I don't want you lifting it up. A lot of times we want to strain and lift and lift. Shoulders are down, head is down, we're relaxed. Arms are down by our side. So what we want to feel as if we're pressing our lower back down into the ground. We call that our pelvic tilt. So we're here and we want to feel that lower back press down into the ground. So you're here, abdominals are tight, press that lower back down. You'll feel your gluteals lift a little bit because you're tucking that pelvic under. It's going down, you're making almost a curve with it, and then release that. This is the same thing as the other exercises we've done. You're going to hold that muscle contraction in the pelvis, so press down the lower back, squeeze and breathe. Start at 5, go to 10, 15, see where you're at, release it. Remember, with any of the exercises and stretches we do, if as you're holding that stretch, you feel the body get almost out of form in some way, shape, or form, remember, you need to scale back a little bit. Adding time or more repetitions is not the goal. It's making sure we're doing everything correctly first and foremost. So our pelvic tilt, we're nice and relaxed on the ground. That lower back always has a tendency to arch up a little bit. We want to take that little arch in space that we're allowing out. So we press that lower back down. That pelvic muscle, it presses up. We hold it and breathe into it. And then gently release. So those are your pelvic tilts. Next, just a nice stretch for your entire spine and back is bringing your knees into your chest. If both knees is not available, remember, you can do one, hold it, you can do the other. If both can come in, pull them both in, and then allow them to roll to the side, holding on to that stretch through the back, through the spine, and then you would go over to the other side. If you can, do one side, the other, and repeat that one more time. So those are just your knees to chest rolling side to side. So next one we're going to do, if it is available to you, we're rolling into what we call a prone position. We're going onto our bellies. So rolling over onto your belly. And if you've done any yoga, you will know these exercises. So first one is cobra. So say you're in prone position. Everything is down, belly's down, chest is down, feet stay down on the ground. You bring your hands right to chest level. I want you to keep your abdominals as tight as possible so you don't feel pain and pressure in your lower back. You're going to get a stretch through your abdominals and you're going to lengthen through your spine. So feel like there's a string pulling from the crown of your head up. So you open through the chest, that head goes up and hold it. Feel the abdominals stretch, feel the spine stretch and engage, and then gently release it down. Do that again. Hold it. Release it down. We'll do one more. Pressing up. Again, no pain or pressure is in that lower back. We're not dumping all that weight. We're not trying to press back into it. We're lengthening out. That chest is going forward as that head extends up towards the sky. And release it back down. So those are your cobras. We'll do one more exercise called Supermans. So this one, those arms are out, thumbs are up towards the sky, Your gaze is going to stay down towards the floor. I just don't want you trying to look around, look up, moving around, because then we're just going to impinge the neck. We're just going to cause neck issues. So gaze is right down towards the ground. That's keeping that spine in correct alignment and position. Thumbs are up, feet are down, but we're going to lift everything up off the ground. So if you can, those arms come up, those legs come up. We hold, hold, hold. And then we release. Let's do 2 more of those. Lift everything up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. We'll do 1 more Superman. Everything comes up. And release it down. So those are just some really good strengthening exercises you can do to strengthen through your upper back. Core always important to gain that strength, opening through the shoulders and chest with any posture issues you have, but especially with kyphosis when we start to get that curve in our upper and mid back. So I hope you found this useful. I hope you can take some of these exercises and stretches and put them into your everyday exercise regimen. And I thank you for watching and joining me. I'll see you next time.